Hey, it's been a minute, so I didn't really expect to be making this video. In fact, I thought I had hung up my YouTube pro wrestling analysis boots for good years ago, or however long it's been since my last upload, but here I am, and it's pretty simple to explain why. I'm excited about AEW again. Not only do I like what I see on the weekly TV and the almost always fantastic pay-per-views, but I'm excited for what's next. I'm excited for the next 4 months of shows. I mean, look at this calendar. Grand Slam Mexico, All In, Forbidden Door, All Out. More than just the shows, I have this feeling that I haven't had in a long time with this promotion. I find myself looking forward to and thinking about Dynamite and Collision during the week, and judging by the response of other AEW viewers, I'm not alone. And while the vibes are not yet immaculate, they are certainly lively and encouraging. So what happened? Oddly enough, it's a tale as old as time in wrestling. All the company needs is one hot top-of-the-card angle, one hot story. You throw in an active and interesting mid-card, consistently good shows, and suddenly your promotion feels hot. In AEW's case, they've got two top stories that people care about, and it just so happens that they're the two stories at the top of the card for their biggest show of the year. Yeah, Hangman is going for that title, and Day One fans are pretty pumped. We just saw the Cowboy put down the Assassin in the desert, and now he's going to square up to AEW's Big Bad for a briefcase under the vast Texas sky. It's pretty perfect from a thematic perspective. Never mind that you've got Osprey and Swerve acting as wild cards on the sidelines, and the ingredients are all there for a compelling story build. Then you've got Toni Storm and Mercedes Moné in the top women's story. If you only go by online reactions, you would think that these are two of the most hated acts in the company, but listen to the arena reactions. If you're a numbers nerd, look up the quarterly viewership boost for their first in-ring promo together. This is literally the biggest women's match that AEW can do right now, and when you've got a woman as dialed into her character as Toni Storm, and a wrestler literally about to have her AEW dream match with the woman she's been wanting to face since she came in, you've got some more compelling TV. The other reason these two matches alone are bringing fans back to the fold? You don't know who's going to win. I mean, it should be Hangman, right? Because if it's not, God, that would bring about chaos. And Mercedes is going to beat Toni, right? But then she'd have all the belts, and what would she do then? So Toni's got to win it, right? Right? Anyway, then there's the mid-card. Speedball Mike Bailey has been a shot in the arm to All Elite Wrestling. He's come into the company and has immediately made a place for himself by virtue of his in-ring work alone. In essence, he's what AEW is all about at its core. Proving yourself and getting yourself over with your character and your wrestling. For me, he's only been there for a couple of months, but he's already on my list of try to have a bad match challenge wrestlers. He just can't do it. Maybe I'll make a video in the future about that list. What's more, we've got Ricochet somehow doing the most captivating work of his career, and then a list of talent that includes Takeshita, Fletcher, Kevin Knight, Jamie Hayter, Willow Nightingale, Mina Shirakawa, and on and on. The depth of this roster is incredible. Is the booking perfect? No. I don't know why Aminata's not on my TV. I wish I was more into Paragon and Daniel Garcia, but when I'm seeing so many wrestlers I like on a weekly basis, and having those wrestlers involved in exciting matches and cool feuds, I can forgive a lot. Oh, and I haven't even mentioned that we're probably going to get Kenny Omega and Kazuchika Okada renewing pleasantries at All In. What the hell? So, with everything I've said above, is the feeling back? Yeah, I'd say it's back. Now, could it all collapse in a matter of weeks with a bad booking decision or a catastrophic injury? Knock on wood, it's possible. But for now, I'm riding that wave that I was riding when Jon Moxley stormed into the first Double or Nothing, when Brody Lee stood over Cody Rhodes with the TNT title, when Danielson and Omega stood across from each other at Grand Slam, and now I can add, when Hangman Page won a shootout in the desert against Will Ospreay. By giving fans interesting stories with wrestlers they care about and doubling down on great in-ring action, AEW has won me back as a fully engaged fan, and they have a chance to build something truly special in the coming months. A Hangman title win in Texas would likely generate even more goodwill and add to the momentum that AEW is clearly building right now. In short, while there's still a lot that could go wrong and there's a long way to go, AEW is winning people back.